rabbis love to use parables or stories to try and teach us a lesson. I love these parables. And there's one that I want to share with you today. It's about a king and his son. And one day the king decides that his son should go off on his own and explore the world. So he sends his son off from the palace into the world. But unfortunately, slowly but surely, this young prince assimilates and becomes just a common person without his royal garments or his royal tongue, as the parable says. But long after that, the son wants to come back home. So he comes to the palace gates and he stands there and he says to the guards, "Please let me in, this is my home." But because he doesn't have the royal garments or speak the way that the royals do, the guards refuse him entry. And he tries again, and this time the guards beat him. And so he sits there and he cries from the depths of his soul and says, "Father, please save me." And upon hearing this, his father, the king, comes down from his chamber, opens up the gates to the palace, and welcomes his son back home. And just the same with high holidays, according to the rabbis. Sometimes we don't have the royal garments of mitzvot, as they say, or we may not even know the royal tongue, Hebrew. But when we cry out and we hear the blast of the shofar, which is supposed to resemble the crying of our hearts and souls, when we hear that, the gates open and God is willing to welcome us back in. I love this story because it shows that we don't have to be perfect. We don't even have to know everything that we're saying. What matters is that we show up. And it's not just about just showing up to our virtual high holidays this year. It's about showing up for other people. It's about showing up for justice, for passion, compassion. It's about looking out and crying out and saying, "Please welcome me back in. I want to be a part of a place that is willing to make change and make this world a better place." So the shofar is supposed to wake us up from our slumber, but it's also supposed to resonate with those deep, deep pains that we have, that we want to be a part of something bigger and better. And we want to bring about good change.
Tekiah!